always chasing dreams, but don't lose your way. Find the joy in sharing, let your heart lead the play. Plant the seeds of kindness, watch the garden bloom. Through the rhythm of giving, we'll chase away the gloom. Feel the fire, let it flow, lift each other high. Prepare a table before them, let the blessings flow. In hard times they'll find rest, your wealth can help them go. The drippings of your labor, feast they'll enjoy. For the ones who follow you, let your life be their joy.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to TRK Multimedia. Today is, of course, our financial education that we do have every Sunday around this time.
Of compassion, shining so bright. Raise your voice to the heavens, let the music take flight. Together we can conquer, turn darkness into light. So rise up, raise your dreams.
If today happens to be the first time that you are watching us, if you've not subscribed to our channel on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok,
Before them,
you can as well follow us on Instagram.
flow,
This is TRK Multimedia.
they'll find rest.
We do have sports segment, we do have financial segment, we do have life stories, entertainment, and so forth and so on. Today, of course, we're going to have our financial education with the one and only Benis Jambra, they are sponsor. If you are joining us on TikTok, Millicent A. Wub, you are welcome. You can stay here. Divided, you are welcome. Abba Tiwa, you are welcome. Peace, Samaba, you are welcome. All of you are welcome to the program.
We'll light up the dark.
Don't forget to subscribe. Currently live on YouTube and Facebook and TikTok. My name is Ataba Fojambra. You can call me the Royal King. What I'm trying to say is that if you live in America and Canada, this particular program is for you. I'm telling you, if you live in Europe, Ghana, and Asia, you can as well be part of it and learn and go and find out from your financial professionals if they have such programs for you. 2026, we are going forward.
Find the joy in sharing, let your heart lead the play. Plant the seeds of
Na say na me wo fase fo bi e ka say dey.
garden bloom.
I say hey, wo fa na say dey we tiri boy edu. E me tiri na edu. My responsibilities in adults. So I have lots of responsibilities. And see the rate at which the money used to go home is not going like that. You see, hey, Wafa, nowadays you are playing as power.
Go before them,
The responsibility is not also.
since flow,
That's why I'm advising you to find yourself
they'll find rest. Your wealth
a financial professional to sit you down and explain to you
of your
what you can do to grow your money, as well as securing yourself in terms of, or in the case of,
follow you,
quote unquote, misfortune.
joy.
The misfortune that I'm talking about is either
When the tides give
some huge sickness. We're talking about stroke, cancer, kidney and so forth.
dance of
God forbid, death.
shining so bright.
Ebasana say we wish who say who is car. You say na no be ashe dark. Sunglasses. Because the future is so bright. The man who invested for us is gone. Now it's time for us to cash.
Rise up, raise your
Yes, I did. I wish I would be so money.
prayer and table.
You might be from Cameroon, from Nigeria.
Let the blessings flow.
Don't mind me about the language switch, okay? We're going to talk more about with English, so don't worry. You're going to use English most often, but at least, of course, I'm a Ghanaian, so I have to use my. If we were to be an Igbo, you know, You're going to use your Igbo lambu, you know? Which one you don't understand. Okay, without wasting much time, we have Bernice Jambra here. She is our financial professional. She's going to take us straight. We've been through a lot of discussion for the past 2 weeks. Last week we were not able to come because we were busy somewhere.
In the rhythm of love, we'll light up the dark.
So if you were not here last week, last 3 weeks or last week and
last 2 weeks.
Last 2 weeks, we've done how many times? Only once. Only last. Okay.
Only last week we were not here, but.
Okay, it was only last week that we went around. So if we're not here for the previous week, please join us. Don't go anywhere. If you are on TikTok, Equal Comfort, thank you for joining. If you live in America, I'm telling you, this is for you. Free consultation, free education. Listen to the music, it speaks all.
Everybody's chasing dreams, but don't lose your way. Find the joy in sharing, let your heart lead.
You should be chasing the dreams. Don't lose your way. Don't be swollen-hearted.
Plant the seed.
Find joy in sharing. Plant the seeds of what? Kindness.
Through the rhythm of giving, we'll chase away the gloom. Feel the fire, let it flow, lift each other high. Prepare a
You got to prepare a table before your children.
let the blessings flow.
Let the blessings flow.
In hard times,
In hard times, they will find rest.
your wealth can help them.
Your wealth can help them to grow.
Drippings of
The drippings of your labor, drippings.
feast them.
It will be the feast for them to enjoy. So that those ones that are following them,
Let your light
let your life be their joy. Hallelujah. Oti.
when the tides
All right, Bernice, you are welcome.
Thank you, TRK.
What's up? You look beautiful.
I appreciate it by the grace of God.
Amen,
Yeah.
amen, amen. What's going on, Bernice?
Hey, we are here to continue with our series, continue to create awareness out there and
Okay.
ensure that everybody know their options when it comes to where they put their money.
You know, I want to cut you here and give shout out to all those who have sent me messages. You have like 12 people sending me messages that they want some and okay, couple of them have, that they've approved, they've availed themselves to be contacted. And I'm telling all those out there, if you've not availed yourself to be contacted, yes, I've given you my number or the numbers to contact. Please contact those numbers and try as much as possible to get the info. I'm telling you, you ain't gonna regret. I'm telling you. Bernice, continue.
All right, so no, I was just saying that we are here to continue with our education and awareness on the fact that we have options when it comes to growing our money and also as providers as we are,
Okay.
working hard to earn and be able to build something for
Exactly.
our children and generations to come. We also have to be educated and also be aware of how to protect that legacy because you can build a legacy all day, for long years. But if you don't protect the legacy and you are no more around, it might be like there is a math topic we learned from high school called cost 90.
Cost 90.
Which comes to zero. So we don't want that because we are sweating to ensure that we have something for our generation. For ourselves, number one, to enjoy and then leave behind a legacy.
That is what some people don't understand. For ourselves, that is what is lacking in the previous or those days life insurance that when people talk about life insurance, they talk about after your demise, after you pass on and gone, and
Right.
and your family will enjoy that world. But the modern day, this has been there for a
It's
long time.
20
It's not.
yeah,
It's not even modern
2020.
days.
Yeah, no, it's
No,
been
it's
there
not- it's
since
been
1913.
But it
been.
it was rich man thing. That reminds me of Daddy Lumba's whale thing that has surfaced in internet.
Okay.
All we used to know was whale.
Whale,
Oh, we were in whale. We never knew. Me, I never heard of declaration. There was something called declaration. Even the declaration is more intense, more
Powerful
strict,
than-
and more powerful than the
than the
will.
will.
You see, I understand that the declaration, nobody can change it. No lawyer, no judge, nothing can change it. What you've
Right.
declared is what is going to stand.
But you see, like you rightly said, you didn't know that there
didn't
was
know.
something
And
like
I did not seek
declaration.
information.
But that mean that it doesn't exist?
It existed.
It exists, but you didn't know.
Yeah.
And so again, moving on to what we were talking about,
Mm-hmm.
there are types of life insurance that you can utilize to build wealth, save on taxes,
Exactly.
right? But most importantly, we're talking about the most important part of it is having a living benefits type of life insurance where in the event the odds kick at your door, you will be protected.
Okay.
Okay. So the fact that you may have not heard of declaration as in the situation you're talking about doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It does exist. You've not been in the position to know. Nobody has educated you or you haven't sought after that information to be able to know what declaration means. But because of that Lumba situation that came out, now everybody knows about declaration or have heard about declaration that it's more powerful. The same way there are types of life insurance
That
that
you've
are
not heard.
you've not heard.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
It
and which
it
is
does.
even more powerful
Than the previous one that you
than
heard.
those that you have heard of. And it's been around since 1913.
I'm so excited the way you started the whole thing and the way the conversation is going. I'm telling you that if today happened to be the first time that you are watching us on this channel on TRK Multimedia, please do well to join us because when we talk of sports, we are here. When we talk of financial education, we are here. When we talk of entertainment and life stories, relationship, we are also here. This is
TRK do
multimedia.
all.
We do all,
We
you
do
know.
it all.
So as Bernice was saying, we've just made that comparison. At first, we used to know only will. We'll be asking, one year will. Not knowing there was something called declaration,
Right.
which is even more powerful.
Right.
We used to hear that, this is life insurance is about when after you are dead and gone. After you're dead and gone. Dead and gone, then
Right.
your family will enjoy. Not knowing there was life insurance that comes with living benefit.
Right.
That you, as you are alive, you
Exactly.
stand a chance of benefiting,
Exactly.
even using it to grow your money.
Yeah.
You never know.
So the awareness we are trying to create here is instead of just like me,
Yeah.
right? Before I knew about this information, when you talk about life insurance is walking or coming from the north, I will run to the south.
Exactly.
Right? We are trying to bridge that gap and bring people closer to life insurance. So we are trying to, create the awareness and sort of prevent people from running away, but get closer to life insurance because of the many benefits that it comes with, right? We are not talking about death insurance. So moving on to, today, I know that in our previous sessions, we talked about the types of life insurance that we have out there. We talked so much about, we said there are 4 types of life insurance. We talked about 4 types of life insurance that is out there. We talked about group life insurance, which is mostly given to you from your job if you work with an employer and they have group insurance, you get a certificate. Because it is not for you, you don't get a contract.
Oh.
Group life insurance is for the employer and you get a certificate of insurance, right? So it is good. I'm not saying group life insurance is not good. It is good. We also have term insurance, whole life insurance, and then we have the universal life insurance. I bet you most people didn't know we have these types of life insurance.
Exactly.
They only know one, which was a death insurance, I would say, right?
It was in my situation.
Yeah. And I will run away because ain't nobody gonna want to die.
I know, right?
I want to benefit whilst I'm alive. So I got it. I'm in the same boat. I'm in your shoes. When I heard about life insurance before, but now our eyes are getting open. The information is out there. It's at your fingertips, right? The books. There are books, a lot of books that have been written about these types of life insurance that we may not know, or if we haven't read the books, then we don't know. But guess what? The rich, the wealthy know about this type of insurance and they are leveraging it. The corporations, if you go to Starbucks has this cash value life insurance. McDonald's, Disney, you name it. Everybody out there, the JC Penney, got revived by a life insurance, the high cash value life insurance. So it's been in existence. You know one more funny thing? Every single person saved their money in the bank.
That is one more funny thing.
Every single person has a checking account, savings account. Some have security deposits. So a lot.
Guess what? But these banks use your money to buy life insurance.
This bank, these banks that you have, they use your money and get a life insurance asset.
That's it. Okay.
Do you know why? Number one, because it is protected. The life insurance
They want to secure your money for you.
protects, yes. Because guess what? If they had your money in the stocks and the market
crashes.
goes down or crashes,
They're going to be.
everybody will be at the door of that bank. So they want security. They couldn't look at any other place for security of your money that you put in a bank
Than life insurance.
than a life insurance asset.
I want to take this opportunity to welcome all those on TikTok because of the conversation. We are also live on YouTube and Facebook. Because of the conversation, we may not get enough time to mention all of you your name. So if you are not joining us on TikTok, Big Sharif, you are all welcome. Inshira, you are welcome. If you come, try as much as possible to tap the screen. Lucky Mommy, Big Sharif, and Nanajwa, Baden, Gertrude, all of you, you are welcome. Because if I say I'm going to mention your name one by one, we are not only live on TikTok. We are live on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube at the same time. That is why I'm not getting time to mention your name. So all of you on TikTok, you are welcome. Ma'am, please continue.
All right. So again, this is a recap of what we talked about in our previous videos.
Okay.
So we're talking about the four types of life insurance. For the sake of not getting away from what we actually have for today, we are going to run through so that we can refresh our memories on the types. So we said group life insurance, it is free, or sometimes the cost is insignificant. You might be paying just a little bit from your, to your employer toward the group life insurance. Again, you don't get a contract because it doesn't belong to you. You get certificate of insurance.
Okay.
As long as you are full-time and a part-time employee, you get insured. You get a certificate of insurance. What are some of the disadvantages? Someone will say the cons, right, of this. The coverage will end whilst you leave the job. It's only paid upon death. There's no benefit to you, the clients, or the employee whilst you are alive. That means that for any reason, until you pass away and the death has to be work-related, you don't get anything from your group life insurance. If you get laid off, if you get sick, or you retire from working with that employer, the coverage ends. And it's only 0.9% payout. Why are we saying that? Normally, group life insurance pays out in a death that is work-related. And it's only few people that pass away that is related to the work. So that is why people find it deceptive that it is not a traditional life insurance, okay? Whilst we are going on, please, if you have any questions or you have any comments, you can put it on our TikTok, Facebook, or YouTube. We will read it, and then we'll be able to answer your questions.
Okay.
So we're going next.
Kojo Aban says, God bless you, my brother. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Kojaban. So we are looking at term insurance, right? We said term insurance is very cheap. As a matter of fact, even if you go to Facebook and YouTube ads, it's there. You can come get about $9.95 term insurance for $1 million, right? It's popular on TVs and everything, like I said. But as the name declares, it's a term insurance. That means it's temporary. It's only paid upon death. So it is
term insurance.
Regular. So there are two types of term insurance.
Okay.
There is a regular, which it's advertised on all over on TVs and everything. It is only paid upon death.
Okay.
Right? And then no benefit to the clients while alive unless you have a term insurance with living benefits.
Oh.
When you have a term insurance with living benefits, that is the one that you can accelerate part of the death benefit once you get sick, seriously ill. We're talking about stroke, cancer, blindness due to diabetes, major organ transplant, or something like that.
Okay.
But most people, when they have term insurance, then they have the regular term insurance, which is also known as pretty much the death insurance because it only pays when a person dies and you don't have any living benefits. Okay, so premium will increase once the policy terms. That means that, let's say you are 10 years, you are about 25 years old, you are young, you get a term insurance for $1 million, you are paying about $20 or even $10 a month. 30 years later, which is the maximum you can get a term insurance, you're going to be at about 55. At 55 years, you're not going to pay the same $10 for a $1 million insurance.
Oh, okay.
You're going to pay more.
More.
That is why we say...
Why are you going to pay more? Because your age?
Because the premium mostly is dependent on the age of the person and also certain factors like maybe your health condition, right? And any other violations, like if you're on medication, if you have any sicknesses, if you have driver's license revoked. And I'm talking about if you want the living benefit portion where they're going to pay you whilst you are alive, you have to go through all this screening. And so you being at 55 now, after the 30 years has elapsed that the money goes to the company because you didn't die for it to be paid out, when you're going to renew, it's going to be much more.
Okay.
Right? And then there's no cash accumulation in a term insurance.
Okay.
You don't accumulate any cash. You are gambling also by betting against your life. Why? Because term insurance, in order to pay out with a regular, which about 95% of people have, you are saying that, okay, I'm going to die 30 years so it can pay to my beneficiaries. That's what it means by gambling, by betting against your life. And most companies also end it at 65. But 65, is it not when the next chapter of life starts?
Yeah.
When we want to enjoy our retirement?
When you are 65, they cut you off.
Most companies ends at 65. And then it's only 2% payout probability. Why? Because it's only 2% that pass away or die within the term period. Either you buy it for 10 years, 15, 20, 30. Because most about 99% of people that have term insurance outlive the insurance.
Yeah, of course.
Because we all pray. What is that one thing that when we go to God, we ask for from God?
Good health.
To live good health, to live longer, to see our great grandchildren. So if you get a term insurance for 30 years, do you want to pass away?
Oh, no.
Okay, you're going to live. You're praying that you live, so you outlive. So it's only 2% that really pass away within that term period. It's normally maybe as a result of gunshot wounds or an accident, automobile accidents, or those accidental deaths. So that's why it's about 2% payout and 98% doesn't pay out.
But Africa, they're accidental though. Africa is not accidental.
Not be accidental, eh? Yeah, see, so I'm not saying that this term insurance is not good. The reason why I'm not saying is that because there are some people, maybe their finances are not at that point where they may qualify or they'll be able to contribute toward the next two type of insurance that I'm going to get. So with you, if you are in that boat, you can get a term insurance with living benefits.
Okay.
You get a term insurance with living benefits. If you get a term insurance for 10 years, 15 years, you have 5 years conversion period. What is the conversion period? That means that if your finances gets higher or you earn more income, within 5 years, when you have 10 or 15 years term insurance, you can convert it into a permanent life insurance. If you have about 20 years, 25 years term insurance, you have 10 years conversion period.
Okay.
So when your finances gets better, you can convert a term insurance to a permanent life insurance.
The one with living benefit.
Whether you have a term insurance with living benefits or not, there is a conversion period depending on how much or how long the policy is for, the term. You can convert it into a permanent insurance without having to go through that health screening again. So at least, even if you have that term insurance, your health is locked in.
It's advantage.
That is why we always say something is better than nothing. You have something in place. You say, oh, I'm not earning enough. When we go through the next insurances, you see that is where people say, oh, well, this one is for the wealthy people. I'm not earning enough. That is not the point here. The point is to get your life protected. Number one, get your income replacement strategy in line with an insurance with living benefits. When your finances gets better, you can always convert it into a permanent insurance, or you can keep that term and get a permanent insurance. All right. So that is a term insurance. So term insurance is good as long as you have one with living benefits.
Okay.
Okay. The next one is whole life. We said whole life insurance. It is a permanent insurance. One of the permanent insurance, it can cover you all the way up to age 100. Premium remains the same. So that means if you are paying or if you are contributing, I don't want to say pay, because if you say pay, then it's like it's a bill. So I try to refrain from using the word pay.
Payment or to
contribute.
Yeah.
Right? Because you are contributing into something to protect yourself. Okay. So the premium that you contribute into remain the same. It doesn't increase. So the term, like the 100 years. Cash accumulation is maybe. And why am I saying that? Because there are two types of whole life insurance.
Okay.
There is the final expense or the regular, which about 95% of people have. And there is also the other one, which is participation in whole life insurance, where you get an opportunity to earn interest with a mutual company, or you earn you earn dividends with a mutual company, or you earn interest with a stock company. Now, what are some of the disadvantages? As compared to the term and the group, whole life insurance is most expensive. And there's no benefits. There's no living benefits with whole life insurance unless you also add it as a rider, which will also increase how much you are paying. Other than that, there is no living benefits with whole life. So insurance policy as a whole, it's like you can get the base. Okay, I want to get insurance for maybe $500,000. However, there are other benefits that you can add if it already doesn't have it. And so the reason why we are saying there's no benefit to the clients who are alive with a whole life is because typical whole life insurance doesn't come with that living benefits, where you can replace your income, or when something is wrong whilst you are alive, you can accelerate the death benefit. So with that, you have to add it as additional costs. Okay. Cash accumulation, no cash value guaranteed. That means that if you don't have the participation whole life where you earn dividend or interest, then you are not guaranteed any cash. And then death benefit without a cash value. That means that if you get a participation where you earn some money in there, you have to use the money, the interest that you have in there, or else if you pass away, it's only the life insurance that is going to be paid to your beneficiaries. The cash that you accumulated in there goes back to the company, right? Do you get any other questions on there?
All right. So what I have is that if today happened to be the first time that you are watching us and you've not subscribed to our channel, please do us a favor. Subscribe to this very channel, TRK Multimedia. We are currently live on YouTube and live on TikTok and live on Facebook. So we are going to pause for a short break. When we come back, we will continue. Don't go anywhere. If you have any question, please try and write it down. And you can send the question to our TikTok page or Facebook page or YouTube page. Okay? So don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly.
Hello and welcome aboard. Thank you for riding with one of the top 5-star Uber drivers in San Antonio. Please relax and enjoy your ride. Whilst you're enjoying your ride, I would like to share some business opportunity with you. My name is Bernice Jambra, and I run a business as an independent financial professional. I would like to extend my business opportunity with you to be part of my business. My business is currently interviewing for partners, and I'm not sure if you would qualify for it or if it is a good fit for you. However, the average part-timer earns between $3,000 to $5,000 to supplement their monthly income. I know you might be thinking, what kind of company business is that? I'm part of a bigger mission. Do you know or have you heard of top A-grade companies like Prudential, Fidelity, Nationwide? They're always on your side. Pacific Life, Mutual of Omaha, just to mention a few. These are the companies that I work with. Your next question could probably be, so what do you do? I'm glad you asked because I thought you would never ask. In my business, we fight financial illiteracy and financial miseducation by assisting Americans on their options so they can be where they want to be financially. If you have the interest and zeal of helping people, or you know someone who would love to be an ambassador of helping others gain financial freedom, and you're ready to join the business, please call me at 210-852 3651 to learn more. If you're someone who also thinks that you or someone that you know will benefit from this business or information, please contact Bernice at the same number 210-852-3651. Do not wait, because procrastination, they say, is a thief of time. Act now to help yourself, a family, or a friend, because someone is going to help them. Why not you? Have a wonderful ride with Mr. TRK and be safe out there. Hello.
Everybody wants that heaven, but death they fear. We chase after gold, but wisdom's what we need here. Building wealth ain't easy, gotta learn the game. Don't wait for the storm, start lighting up your flame. Hello, Mr. TRK, don't wait for that rain.
All right, brother Simon Training, you are welcome. Thank you for supporting us. This is TRK Multimedia. The name is Ataba Fujambra. You can call me the Royal King.
Let the blessings flow.
You know, anytime we talk about life insurance, people, have different perception. What comes in mind is that, brother Simon, I'm doing very, very well. If you are in Africa, in Europe, you also have the chance of getting some. There are life insurances everywhere. In the American say, Europe, Asia, Africa, so especially in Ghana, Mikromua. But na kokope financial professional be church room ye. Because share life insurance that comes with living benefit. So who need living benefit. If they don't have the living benefit, they might probably have something closer. What's your say? Ube yam faswa also. What's your say? And ye we wansana. What's your say? Ube yam faswa also. Say, so should there be new what's your say? Ube yam faswa also na one kwara. Your friend be diversification. Ube to me a chim kakra. What the kakrigu ha? Now the kakrigu ha. Indeed, American say ube to me a kwa treasure bill kakra. What's your say? Ube yam faswa. Ube also now so dia your business. Now the bisha kwa life insurance amount bank it to no our woman. And I advise you, no matter how it is, it's still life insurance. And I sister Benny's Jambra or church much there, In this, any other question, I'm Mr. Baby. But the answer, if today happen to be the first time. Now, if you have any other question, please write it down. We are currently live on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. My name is Ata Bafo Jambra. Benny's, you are welcome once again.
Thank you so much. So, Mr. Simon Trine, you mentioned your question is, so this insurance is for only those people they are living in America, nothing in Europe. I will do more research. I owe you that, Mr. Simon Trine. I am pretty sure Europe has something like that or something similar. I'm not sure about life insurance, how the processing and everything goes in Europe, but I owe you that. I definitely will dig more into it and I will get back with you.
One thing is that, sorry to carry on, but one thing is that, life insurance, you must have certain category of visa or residence permit. And so now to me, what I say, go ahead.
What I was going to say, sir, every country is different.
In America, say every country is different. Maybe America, if you have certain type of visas, maybe you can do it. We are students and certain kind of resident permit, and I say a legal residence. A residence. Maybe able to me. But when you go to Europe, brother Simon is in Spain. When you go to Spain, I don't know. Na minimum krata e kura o. Nti ebi wo ha o kwa ye bonse usika kokem. No aka say ebi ase ni say what I say. So brother Simon, say ukran krata resident permit papa no awu awudi ye adwuma utua taxes na there and say go and find out. Go ahead.
All right. So the next one that where we got to the last time we came on live, which is about 2 weeks ago, was the fourth type of life insurance, which is the indexed universal life insurance.
Okay.
We said indexed universal life insurance is also known as the family miracle.
Family miracle.
Family
Okay.
miracle. And the reason why they call it family miracle because it can solve almost all your insurance needs.
Oh.
That is why it's called family miracle. So with this, we said we were going to tackle the disadvantages first, and then we talk about the advantages because the advantages are enormous, a lot, right? We said the first disadvantage is that you must pass a health physical. This type of life insurance is also known, AKA, many are called but few are chosen.
Many are curry.
Many It's also known as many are called but few are chosen. Why is it called like that? That is because when we talk to people about this type of life insurance, just like you didn't know about declaration.
Declaration, yeah.
When we talk about them, they are amazed and like, wow, something like this happened or it's there. We want some, but guess what? We put in the application for them and they don't qualify. So many people want it, but few get
selected.
qualified, right? And then the second disadvantage to this type of life insurance is, again, I'm referencing to the issue or the comparison with the declaration and the will. When we tell people about this type of life insurance,
because the will is what they've hired.
They've hired.
Everybody, oh, will, make a will, make
yes,
a will.
exactly.
Omunim se declaration no kura no.
Exactly.
But
But that means that it doesn't exist. Sana.
It does.
It does. So when we talk to people about this, like, what? This sounds too good to be true. If it exists, why don't we know? Guess what? It is there. The banks are using it. Like I said, the major corporations are using it. Starbucks are using it. McDonald's. See, a lot of people, we go to these places, the big restaurants or corporations, we patronize their services. But we think less of investing in it. Right? Some people, every morning, if they don't get Starbucks, coffee,
They can't survive.
they can't survive. But do you know that Starbucks has assets in a high cash value life insurance, this particular type of life insurance? Did you know that you also are in the same position to get this type of life insurance? Did you know that? You are. The only difference there may be is Starbucks is a corporation, it's a company. It doesn't get sick. So
No,
they don't have to go
require
through the health physical.
Oh,
But you,
okay.
being an individual, a person, you have to pass the health physical. That might be the only difference. But you,
So, for example, if TRK Multimedia want to have some of this life insurance as a corporation or as LLC, they will not require any physical from TRK Multimedia, or they need a particular.
do TRK
As a team
media, they sick?
They need to say
Yeah, TRK media not be a person, huh?
human being.
Not be person,
Okay,
human being where
so
go
unless
fix
you
it.
go in as an individual.
Yes.
Oh
if you
wow.
go in as a person,
As a person.
you are going to have to pass the health physical, right? So those are the only two disadvantages of Index Universal Life Insurance. And I mentioned that it has over 62 benefits. But if we say we're going to go through the 62 benefits, we're going to be here all day. Every week we're going to take one and then go through it.
Okay.
The 11 most beneficial that is to us as individuals. So today, we're going to talk about one of the benefits. And I am going to dwell on the benefits for children.
It's not showing on the.
There is one benefit called a $1 million baby.
Okay.
$1 million baby benefits. That is one benefit of the Index Universal Life Insurance. If you have kids, what is the value of your kids as compared to your car, your home, the utilities that you have, your phone that you have insurance on, and everything else that you have either a warranty or whatever on? Because guess what? The wealthy people, I am pretty sure everybody that is watching me here, you've heard about the saying that the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer.
Please, those on TikTok, as you are watching, please keep on tapping the screen for me. Keep on tapping the screen and let the lights go on. Okay, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure you have heard about the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer.
Okay.
And then you've also heard that the wealthy are getting away with not paying taxes and the middle class are paying taxes. both of them, the first one, the rich are getting richer because they are leveraging the right strategy. Right from here, what we're going to talk about, right from when a wealthy person have their child, within 2 weeks, they said something like this for them, right? So it grows with the child. By the time the child grows up, the child is starting life with a legacy, with an asset, not a debt. All right, let's go here. Some of us who are Christians on this call, if you look at Proverbs chapter 24, 3 to 4, it says, through wisdom, a house is built, and by understanding, it is established. And by knowledge, the room shall be filled with all precious and pleasant riches.
Wow. Read it again.
Through wisdom, a house is built, and by understanding, it is established. And by knowledge, the room shall be filled with all precious and pleasant riches.
Wow.
Today, here, the wisdom that we are giving out is the wisdom of understanding finances. We're going to go a little bit more, right? 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 8, what does it say? Anyone who does not provide for their relatives, especially for their own household, has denied the faith and is worse
than an unbeliever.
So that means if you are a provider for your home, you must also protect your home. If you don't do that, you have denied the faith and you are worse than an unbeliever. I didn't say that. The Bible says so. The scripture says so.
I can see we are.
The last one we're going to go to is Proverbs chapter 13, verse 22. A good man liveth an inheritance to his children's children.
Not only his children.
Not only your children. A good man, a good woman, a good provider. A good provider leaves an inheritance not for their immediate children, but their children's children. That is why we hear the phrase that the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. They are passing on wealth from generation to generation.
You know, there was a time that I was doing, on weekends, I do some 1 or 2 deliveries and stuff. I went to, this guy's house, a very young guy.
Right.
You could see that he's kind of an autism or something like that. Yeah. I asked him, he said, oh, I live here alone. This is my house. So I asked as I was, I asked, how can, this guy purchase this beautiful house? I couldn't even ask him, how did you purchase it either? But you could see that his, parent or grandparent left the inheritance for them. Ejimo was like working in a restaurant.
Right.
But yet, he owns a house. I said, this is my house. I don't rent it. So I was like, hey, no, fair crap. That is
generational wealth for you.
Generational wealth.
That is generational wealth.
Wow.
He has legacy.
Maybe as I was coming, I was thinking about it. The house is beautiful, very cute. It wasn't a story building because he was living there alone.
Yes.
It was like 3 or 4 bedroom house.
Okay.
Very nice, Like, I was shocked.
Yeah.
Now, baby, I didn't call, It's like, oh, yeah, you know, restaurant.
See? So
I would even be surprised if the restaurant belonged to him.
Belongs to him.
Yes, they're not also regular restaurant workers. I was shocked. It's the generational wealth that you are talking about, The whatever preparation that we do today, senior and Jom Nekano.
Yeah.
You should leave that legacy so that the ones who follow us, your life will be their joy.
Your life will be their joy. That's what Proverbs says, right? I didn't say that. Proverbs says that. Proverbs says that.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, absolutely. So this is what the wealthy does. But most of us, we say we have something for our kids. We have savings, right? We get a savings account for our kids, and we are good. I have a savings account. My child is going to be okay. There's going to be some money in their account when they start college. But the wealthy thinks different.
They think different. My main example of what happened in Ghana about either 8 years ago or I think about 8 years ago, when all of us, including me, we saved our money in certain banks. You can't say, "Wow, we save usika or baby like Parkway Indom banks." You know, we used to have Unibank and certain banks. You know, when the market crashed in Ghana, when the government came in and those banks were collapsed, it affected everybody. So let's take it like you saved something there for your children.
Your children.
And the market crashed.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
And all the 8 years, you know, they are paying it to us, bit and pieces.
Exactly.
The 8 years, you know, no interest.
No interest.
Sikana na da ho no a eseye no anu mutu ama.
Exactly.
Whatever you declare, no, that is how much they are paying for you. Now, 8 years, you know, ankasa no, I invested like 70,000 commercial bank, right? With 70,000 to treasury bill.
Right? Okay.
8 years, you know, ankasa.
Okay.
After about 7 or 6 years, me call you know, not 70,000, another 75,000. As how. Into Shasenka, Nianami Wano, the one that I used to have near collapse here, no, it was more than the 70,000. No, into if say no military treasury bill, enka ebewo more than.
See,
Do you understand? These are some of the things that you're talking about.
yeah, because of the economy and everything going on, most people what we think about before we put our money somewhere is, okay, this is going to give me more interest. They don't think about the long term, or they don't even really dive into it. Like, okay, think deep. Like, okay, is this secured? They are looking for short-term earnings, but I want to tell everybody that is on this, video or this live with us here.
Brother Simon say I will talk with you later. Yeah, Brother Simon.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk later. All right.
Okay.
You can still stay on. Let's talk. Keep on tapping the screen for me. Now, live
I want to let everybody know that wherever you put your money, it's not about the interest you make.
It's about the safety.
It's about the interest you keep. And the safety of that particular financial portfolio. Okay, so here we're going to talk about college planning.
Okay.
Because everybody, what is our number one goal for our kids? To be able to grow, go to the best school, right? And then get the best paying job so they can come and take care of us. Most people, that is our mentality. But do you have the right college plan for your child? Or do you really, have you set up your child? Do you have a solid foundation for your child? If you have a checking account, it's good. At least you have something. There is a parent that was talking to, and the parent told me, I had to fight to live. So my child is going to have to do the same thing. Hey, your own life. You do it, God for us all, everybody for themselves.
But the question is, what you are going through, do you like it? I always ask my brother.
I asked one question when I started, is that here, with this, what we are talking about, what is it that your parents didn't do for you that today you look back and you wish they had done for you?
Me? I wish my parents have houses in Accra, in the capital.
Okay.
I wish my parents have established companies that I could straight away from even high school straight away. Because I used to, I have a friend, Leo. Leo is in Canada right now. Because he wants a basketball school. Leo, ni parent in Canada. They were sending him, like new boots,
Yeah, that the beast.
Yeah, we school na the flight. So I don't know if we school or call airport straight away. So what you say?
Yeah.
It's your report to say, though or bad, the life is in his own hands. But at least, kakra akati wagana. Exactly.
Right. So we are all envious of them. Because their parents had a solid foundation for them.
Yeah.
So here we said college just ahead, right? If you have a child, you would think that maybe even if the child is 2 years, 3 years, going to college is far away from them. It's not. It's closer than you think. But here, you see, there are three types of options that we have as parents. There are three types of options that we have as parents. There are three ways, and I say, if you consider yourself as a parent, there are types of thoughts of parents in this world. One of them, like I just said, will do nothing for their kids. And with that, guess what? The kids don't have anything, right? If you do nothing, they don't have anything. But the good side of not doing anything for your child and not having anything is that if the child, especially those in America, they will qualify for financial aid and scholarship, right? And they will use student loans. So they are starting their life at 30s with debt. So they do nothing for their child. The child has nothing in their name. There's a good side and there's a bad side. The good side is that they will qualify for the financial aid. Right?
Isaac, you are welcome. You are welcome.
Thank you. They
will qualify for financial aid, scholarships, but they end up starting life with debt, which is student loans. Right? And then what about the bad side of it? The bad side is that they will go through life just as we are. Just like what I told you that some parents said, no, I started life, I have to hustle. I had to hustle for everything that I had. So the child should hustle too. So these kids are going to go life the same way that we are also going through life. There is something we call generational curses. And you can end you can end generational curses by doing something different for your child. Doing something that you wish your parents had done for you to make your life better. So this parent that has this thought of, I'm not going to do anything for my kids, okay, right? They will qualify for student loans and all of that, but they're going to start life with debt, and they're going to live exactly just like you are with loans and have no legacy. Will have no legacy built for them. They have nothing. They're going to start from the very, very depth of the valley, whilst the other parents who did something that we're going to see, their kids are starting from here in life. So this is option number one. Option number two will say, okay, I love my kids. So I will not just be like the option number one where they have nothing for their kids. I have bank savings and I have security deposits for them. What do we understand the terms and the conditions of the savings and the security deposits, certificate of deposit? Do we understand it? So if you are planning on building a legacy for your child, the savings and the security deposit, you are getting about 1%. Savings, you're getting about 0.1% in interest. And so you see that the money is not growing, or you cannot depend on that as a legacy for the child. Because the money is not growing enough. At 2%, money doubles every 36 years. So there is something we call the rule of 72. Guys, there is something we call the rule of 72. If you want to know how long it's going to take for the money that you have in a particular financial portfolio to double, you take 72. You divide it by the interest you are earning. That will give you how long it's going to take for the money to double. Let's say you have $10 TRK or $10K in a savings account. And then you have, let's say high yield, because the high yield is the savings account that gives more than the other one. And the high yield is giving you about 3%. So to find how long it's going to take for that 10K to multiply to become 20K, you will take the number 72. You divide it by 2. You divide it by the 3% interest that you are getting. So do it real quick. You don't have a phone. You don't have. Okay.
Ike, you have calculator for you?
If you can help me and throw the answer in there.
Why 72?
That is the rule. It's called the rule of 72. That is a formula that they have. 72. Yes, rule of 72.
It's 24.
So 72 because so you see...
Ike is talking.
Let me say something. So 72 because you see in math, why do we say that pi is 22/7. It's just that they have used it repeatedly, and that is the number that centers around it. So that is why we have some constant numbers for some. Like if you do physics, they have some constant numbers. So if we go to math, we can say pi. The word pi is 3.142 something, or 22 divided by 7.
Okay.
Now, when you come to finances, they have tried so many numbers to check how many years it's going to take for your money to double, and 72 was the perfect number that they used.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you're looking for compound interest, 72. That's why they use the rule of 72.
Okay, he was explaining why they use the 72. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. So it's 24.
Okay. So in this scenario, you have 10K. You put it in the bank. They're giving you interest
3%.
of 3%.
Okay.
So you take the number 72, just like Isaac explained, you divide it by 3, and you got what? 24. It's going to take 24 years for 10K to double to 20K.
Oh.
Yes, 24 years. That's the rule of 72. So as you can see, if it's going to take 24 years, if you have a savings account and it's going to take 24 years, or security deposit is going to take 24 years for you to double to be 20,000. 24 years later, how old is your child? Number one, you also have to think about inflation. Every year, inflation goes up. So at that 20K in 24 years, what is inflation going to be at that 24th year?
At that time.
You see that? So you can see that is not something that you can live on, right? It is something though, because at least this type of
something
parents,
is better than nothing.
Something is better than nothing. This type of parents thought about their kids and want to do something.
They have some rough ideas.
Exactly, they will have the rough idea. They have to meet the right people to give them other options. Where, because the whole thing is diversification. They can still keep the savings, but if we're talking about legacy and long term and be able to give the child more, like that solid foundation that we are talking about, then this type of parents need more education or advice on what other options are. The good side of it is that you have something started for them. Like I said, something is better than nothing. Let's look at some of the bad side of this. The child may not qualify for financial aid or FAFSA. That is the free money, Pell Grant for college. Why? Because that money is in their name.
Oh, okay.
It's counted as income against the child. So they may not qualify for it. It's also not a legacy that can be used after college or even start college. If your child is 2 years old and you are putting 10K like we just did, and 24 years later, the child that 10K is going to multiply to 20K. Can you start college with 20K?
20K.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's not a legacy. The children will go through life exactly just like we are going through. You have started something. You are not like the option one who didn't start anything. You started something. But you can see when we put 1 and 1 together, we realize that it is going to be the same thing. You cannot leave a legacy or build legacy on that, and life is going to be as just like nothing was done for you. All
right. Ms. Benny, before you continue, we want to give Isaac Henne to the opportunity to give us something before we proceed. Ladies and gentlemen, if today happens to be the first time that you are watching us and you've not subscribed to our channel, please do us a favor, like a flavor, and subscribe to our channel. TRK Multimedia, when you finish, then you say Isaac Henne is also a licensed financial professional based in San Antonio here. Isaac, over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak. So, Benny, thank you very much for going over that, sharing that with them. The most important thing is that I want to say before she move on to the next type of college plan is that when the way the wealthy people plan is that they plan generations ahead. But what we plan for, the 95% American, we are just planning for ourselves. So it's just me. They are not doing anything that is going to be passed on from one generation to the other. So when you are planning for college, you have to have this in mind. Number one, what if my child does not go to college? So as Benis is going through, you have to be pointing out those things. What if the child does not go to college? What if the child want to be a business owner? What if the child want to go to military? What if the child want to go play ball? Go play basketball, go play soccer, go play what? Football. So these are the things that you have to think about in life. And then there are many people also, I know Benny touched on the first option, do nothing. Many people like, it's just, I think it's just hypocrisy. A lot of people think, will say, I love my kids. I love my kids. I love my kids. But they will do nothing for the child. I have one of my friends, he told me point blank that he went through life, his children have to also go through life. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Wow.
That's one of the biggest things. That is
birthday
why
parties and they will still go shopping for them.
big birthday parties. They'll go use credit card to throw birthday parties to go and what, impress someone that does not even care. They use big money to throw big birthday party to impress a friend that does not even, they don't even care. Their friend does not even care. But meanwhile, you could have done something for the child. You could have what? Just start an investment or something small for the child. So there are so many people in the community that will say, I went through life, my child can also go through life the same way. And that is the biggest way that the black community or the average American community, we are struggling from one generation to another generation. Because imagine if you set up, let's say, TRK, when you were born, your parents set up something for you when you were born, year one. They set up an investment for you.
Okay.
Right now, let's say they were putting it in the susu box. Box. They were putting the money in with just $1 Ghana cedi or $1 every month. $1 every month. Right now, if you go and open that susu box, how much money do you think you have in there?
I just go there. About the pool, coming kind of way me age.
No. So that is the concept. You just have to what? You just have to set up something for the kids. It's not telling them that you love them is not enough. Telling them that you providing for them, working 2, 3, 4 jobs to put food on the table is not enough. You got to set the table. You got to prepare the table before them.
Okay.
And you put them on the table. So that is the few things that I would say before Benis will take it over and continue.
All right. Thank you so much, Isaac Henne. He's a licensed financial professional based in San Antonio here.
While you're still young, plant those seeds of faith.
He's a wonderful person here. So if you join us on TikTok, please try and tap the screen for us. And if you live in America or Canada, don't hesitate to contact us on 210-852-3584 or 210-852-3651. You can as well send us message in our inboxes and say, yes, I want some. By so doing, we are going to connect you to the right people, the personnel, those who are giving us these tutorials so that they can help you. It's a free consultation, free application. All you need to have is to be a green card holder, a citizen, or permanent legal resident here in the United States of America or Canada. And I'm telling you, you need to give us 1 hour to 1.5 hours of your time, and the rest depends on you. You will make an informed decision to save your life or to secure your life and the life of your children. ATRK Multimedia, based in San Antonio. Bernice, over to you.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, TRK. So, like we were talking about the previous, all right, the previous option where the parent has a savings account for the child. Again, I said that a lot of people do it because I saw or I heard this is good, so you should do it, or this person is doing it too, so I'm doing it, which is good. At least you have something set up. But here is what we talked about earlier. So the banking concept. We're going to talk about the banking concept. So this is you, TRK, or a parent out there. You put your money in a financial institution like the bank, right? The bank also put the money in a third party. What is the third party we talked about?
You know, they work at Ghana Brofu. Third party.
Third party.
Yes, exactly. Third party. Yeah.
Okay. So the bank also put it in a third party.
All right.
It's over, no, but the third party, the accounts, a high cash value life insurance.
Okay.
So here, if you look at my screen, the bank is earning on an average about 10%. But in a savings account, the highest you will get, unless you look for a high yield savings account, is about 0.1%. You put your money in the bank, you give your money to the bank puts their money in a high yield, high cash value life insurance where they're earning about 10%, but they give you 0.1%. 0.1. They are making times 100 of the interest they are giving you.
Meanwhile, you also stand a chance,
You
or
have
you also
the same
qualify.
opportunity as the bank
Oh,
to put your money in that same account where
this one, Bernice, I'm not cutting you short. This one, I think people didn't know.
yes.
Most people didn't know. And now that we are educating them, we are telling them, they are quote unquote being adamant to accept it because probably it sounds too good to be true.
Too good to be true. That's
Probably it sounds too good
too
to be
good
true.
to be true.
Sir, what will you have the opportunity to put your money in the high yield savings account, third party? Then Odi Akwakoto bank also with the same opportunity. It's you and your cousin. You and your cousin. Your cousin have the opportunity to go to your father straight. You also have the opportunity to go to your father. You get the same benefit from your father. Yet, you want to go to your father through your cousin. Then you will tell your cousin your situation. Then your cousin will go and tell your father different story and get different get all the opportunities and come and give you peanut.
See, the thing is that we are not saying that if you have a savings account, it's not
It's
good.
good. It's good. It's all boiled up.
Diversification. Again, it comes down to diversification of your portfolio. Savings account is good to have for emergency situations, right? You have savings account as emergency situation, but we're talking about when you want to build legacy. In this case, we are talking about setting up strong foundation for our kids. When you want to set that strong foundation for our kids, then we are saying that savings account won't cut it. It's not enough.
It's not enough. Yeah.
Savings account is not enough.
Exactly.
So you put in your money in that savings account. What if you put that same money that you are putting aside for your child for college in a high cash value life insurance where you're getting the same interest that the banks are getting, putting your money that you are putting in the bank there? You have the same opportunity to do that.
The
So
same
the-
interest.
The same interest. They are earning about 100 times
What
that interest that they are
what they
giving you. That is the banking concept. A lot of people don't understand the banking concept, right? Or like you said, a lot of people don't know. So that is why TRK Multimedia, we are here always creating that awareness and let you all know you have options. The options are out there. But there are two categories of people in this world. Those who don't know. If you don't know, you don't know. But there are also those who have heard about the information or know about it and decide not to do anything with that to change their lives.
That is why Christ said that for lack of knowledge, my people, that's what they perish.
Exactly.
You are refusing to receive the knowledge.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
So the bank leverage money for themselves. Yeah, they leverage that money that you put in there for themselves. So let's go to option number 3. Option number 3, there are people that said, okay, I want my child to be a doctor. I want my child to be an engineer and a degree. So guess what? I went to the bank or I went to a financial institution and I got the 529 college plan for my kids. Okay, which is good. At least you are not like the first option who did nothing, absolutely nothing for their child, right? But let's see how the 529 college plan works. The funds are invested in the stock market. Okay? So the money that you put or save in the 529 college plan is invested in the stock market. What happens in the stock market? You stand a chance of losing money in the stock market. When the market is going up, you make some money based on the cap of that 529 college plan.
Okay.
But when the market is going down and it's crashing too, you are losing money.
Exactly.
Okay. You can only use it for college expenses right? You can only use it for college expenses. And then you will pay taxes, fees, and penalties when you use it for anything other than college. So because it is a tax code, IRS tax code 529C, subsection C, says that it is, the C means that it's for only college. So that means that if you take it, if the child said, okay, mommy, I realized going through high school, daddy, I realized that going through high school, I don't want to go to college. I want to be an artist. I want to be, a painter. I want to be a mechanic. I want to like something trade, right? And so I don't want to go to college. If you will have money in that plan, but you cannot use it for any other thing
Apart from the college.
Apart from college. Other than that,
Oh.
you pay taxes and fees on it. And with this, also, it is now, or depending on the type of 529 college plan that you have, it is not that these people that are financial institutions that have the 529 college plan, they realize the education, the mass education that has been going on from people like us, licensed financial professionals. They are trying to be lenient a little bit, because before, it used to be that, let's say here in Texas, if you establish the 529 college plan in Texas, and your child wants to go to school in Ohio, they couldn't. Or they couldn't use the college plan there. But now, if you are able to leverage the write-up, you may be able to use it out of state. But before, you couldn't.
Oh.
So they are making changes, alterations
Because
in their
people are
terms
now-
and conditions.
They're realizing people are now
Exactly.
becoming abreast with more information.
Exactly, right?
Mhm.
If the child said, I don't want to go to college, then you are screwed. You have money in there, but if you don't want to pay taxes and fees on it, then that means you cannot touch it because the child didn't want to go to college. You see that? And also, because you have that 529 college plan for the child, it's used as assets against the child when he or she is applying for scholarship and may not qualify for financial aid or FAFSA. FAFSA is free college money. If you enroll in college, you apply for it, you will get some stipend, some money out of there, for your college. If a child has a 529, they may not qualify for that because that 529 is used as an asset against their name. They may not qualify. Do you know the FAFSA, Pell Grants, and all of that? Do you know whose money is in there?
Whose money?
If you are a taxpayer, you are contributing. They use the taxpayers' money to give to the students as Pell Grants and the FAFSA. It's a taxpayer's money. So me, I'm a taxpayer. You are a taxpayer. If you are watching me, you are a taxpayer. You are paying taxes. So how would you feel if you being a taxpayer, your child applies for FAFSA and Pell Grants, they disapprove it because the child has a 529 college plan? How would you feel?
Very bad.
Robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Exactly.
You are contributing it, but your child cannot benefit from it because you have 529 college plan set up for them.
And whether you like it or not, you cannot stop contributing.
You cannot stop. You will pay. you can't stop paying taxes. So FAFSA is taxpayers' money that they are using to pay for, as a stipend or a Pell Grant for college students.
Okay.
So how would you feel at TRK?
Very bad. Olebs say that is pretty messed up.
It is pretty messed up, Olebs. It is pretty messed up, right? Because you are paying taxes, but then they're using it to fund somebody else's child's college when your child cannot utilize it. And also, it cannot be used as a legacy. Why can it not be used as a legacy? Because it is participated in the market, number one. It is only for college. So you cannot build legacy or create any legacy off of 529 college plan. But still, it is better than nothing. At least the parent thought it, or the parent being a provider also helped the child. At least they had an idea that they want to set up something for the child for college. So this is also better than nothing. What about option number 4? Option number 4 is called $1 million baby account. That is option number 4, $1 million baby account. See, just like 529 college plan is IRS tax code, this $1 million baby account is also IRS tax code. Olive says, I did have this education and paying out if
I did have this education and paying out. What is it? And paying out if picked.
paid.
Oh, no? Oh, okay.
You mean paying out of pocket? Paying out of pocket.
Oh, okay, okay. Paying out of pocket. Okay.
So it means that it
Yes,
wasn't
absolutely.
enough. So now she's paying out of pocket to supplement the college.
Type of education, college, loans, student loans, and you are paying. It sucks. I completely agree with you. But there is also this tax code, IRS tax code 7702 subsection A, which is called a $1 million baby.
Yeah.
Okay? So $1 million baby, what are some of the advantages of a $1 million baby account? You have highly investment grade insurance portfolio. It is an insurance portfolio, an insurance strategy that gives you the opportunity to grow the money that you put in there. Okay?
Yeah.
You have no market loss when the market crashes. Why? Because the money that you are putting in there for the child, the insurance aspect of that financial portfolio protects the money from market crashes. So no matter how deep down the market crashes, how low the market crashes, you are protected. Because guess what? It is a life insurance. And who are leveraging this? The wealthy are leveraging this because they understand the benefits of this type of insurance portfolio. There is no market crash. This is also tax-free. Any money that you access from this $1 million baby account, whether for college or whatever, is tax-free. It's tax-deferred. It's a tax-deferred account. That is why the wealthy leverage it to build legacy for their kids. It allows the child to use the money for more than once. Literally anything, whether for college, whether for their first car, for their first wedding, for a home, retirement. It allows them to use it their entire life for any reason at any point in time, and when they pass away, they are leaving a legacy for their generations. What did Proverbs says? It says a good man leaves inheritance for their children's children.
Yeah.
So you being a good man, if you set up $1 million baby account for your child, guess what? You are not only setting it up for your child, you are leaving a legacy for your children's children. And Proverbs applaud you for that. Okay, so with that, it is insurance, right? So it's insurance, and then we pay for it. You put money in there. But also the child must qualify for it. So the best time,
What are the qualifications from this child? The same medical.
you have to pass through. Yep, it's the same thing. You pass through. You must pass the health physical.
Oh, okay.
That is it. So the best time to get this $1 million baby account for your child is now.
Okay.
So the wealthy, as soon as the child gets their social security number, which is within about 3 weeks of you having the child, they set up this account for the child. And it grows and grows and grows with them. As you can see, not only can they use it for college if they want to go to college, they can use it for literally anything that they want to do in life.
Okay.
It is not restricted. It is tax-free. And guess what? With this too, because it's life insurance and it's not counted as assets against them, they will qualify for financial aid. They will qualify for Pell Grants. The only thing is that they don't have to go get students' loan because they have money in here that they can access to pay for their college if they want to. But because they will qualify for students' aid and all of that, they don't even have to touch the money in here.
Exactly.
They use their Pell Grants and all the FAFSA for their college. So the child graduates from college, starting life. They starting life with about over $200,000 in their hands.
$200,000 in their hands. Ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I don't know. In fact, it's becoming very, very, very interesting. And as you can see, we are almost done, right? So we're going to allow Isaac to come in here to talk about the Cali plan a little bit, add a little bit to what Bernice has said, and that of the $1 million baby account. Isaac Henne, you've already come in to, grace the occasion for us.
Yes. Oh, so thank you very much. So I like the way Bernice is being unbiased, going in to share the opportunity and share the options. So it's just options that are out there. So you just have to be able to know the options that are out there, and knowing is the most important thing. Knowledge is the new currency. So what she's saying is that these are the options that are out there. These are the options. You just have to look at the one that is going to be good for you, and then to be able to get into. But if we want to build true legacy, then you have to sit down and read in between the lines and compare apples to apples, and then take a look and see, okay, which one do I want to get for my kids? When I started having kids, I started from a savings account. I really wanted to do something. I didn't have the mindset of not doing anything. That one, I didn't have that mindset because I love my kids. So I really want to do something for them. So I started with a savings account. Me being in the military that time, the moment I have my first child as a boy, I went to Navy Federal and opened a savings account for them. And that time, that was 2017, Navy Federal was giving me about, I think it was a 0.5 or 1% interest rate. So that was crazy. I was putting about $200 a month into the account for the child, every paycheck. I just let it set up go in there for them because and then I get my second child, I get my third kid. Now I set up things for them. But when I started reading more, started learning more, and started thinking about future, started thinking about the next generation, started thinking about what can the children use the money for. Can I go get the money to go and buy a car for them? What if I want to do a birthday on their 16th birthday? Can I go and take the money out? Will it be used for legacy? These are some of the things that you have to sit down and think about in life. These are some of the things that you have to sit down and analyze. One of the biggest things that is happening in the American community is that the American system do not teach people to think. That is why Americans, we are struggling. If we live in America, the system will teach you not to think. Don't think. Everything is there for you. Don't think. So we are not thinking in between the lines. We are not thinking. So if you got to sit down and think deep through life, take all the account, do nothing for your child, savings account, do 529 plan, go through to get what the index account for the child, which is the $1 million baby, or the tax code 7702 subsection A. So they are all tax codes. You just have to sit down, compare them, their pros and their cons, how other people have leveraged it, and then you'll be able to tap in. But me, the reason why I went to my bank, I walked straight to my bank and closed my college plan for my kids and got my money is that if I put the money into that bank account, the bank is giving me 0.1, 0.25% or 0.5 or 1% interest rate. But the bank will take that money, that same money, and take it to that company and be making 8, 10, 15, 20% of my money. I was like, are you kidding me? If I don't know, I don't know. But if I know it, I'm not going to sit down and act a fool. I'm going to collect my money and go there. That is why I like the way, TRK, you said that example. You are siblings. Why do I have to go through you before I go to my father? I'm going to go straight to the father. I'm going to go straight there. So knowledge is the new currency. So the reason why I took my money, my kids, I took all their money from what? From the college plan or from the savings and put it there. And put it into that tax code, the $1 million baby. When I hear the name, it will get me excited. $1 million baby. It projected that my children are going to be millionaires one day. I'm not going to put my money in any account that is only for college. If the child doesn't go to college, these days college does not hold anything. We have college degree, we have master's degree, but we are still broke. we are still struggling. So definitely, I do like the way that Bernice have been able to go through and share this option for the community to understand it. But so thank you very much, Bernice, and I will pass it back to you.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Isaac. Thank you for your time. Thank you for everything that you've shared with us, Bernice. I hope you have, because we have the limited number of time here. So just as I'm saying, we are currently live on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Let me look at some of the comment that is on Facebook. Mr. Okran says that good job, brother. Thank you, Mr. Okran. This is Diakwa Confederation. Diakwa for the So, Bernice, what do you have for us before we wrap it up? Okay, let me read what Olaf has brought. Exactly, it's just a title with student loan.
She's talking about the degree.
Yeah. Degree is the title with student loan.
Right, that is true.
Okay.
All right, so moving along. So we are going to do a little we're going to put the $1 Million Baby account juxtapose the 529 college plan, and we were going to compare the benefits of these two accounts so that you will be well informed and know that, yes, you have options out there, right? So there are 10 minimum questions that you must ask before choosing your child's savings account. Because if it is about, oh, I'm doing it because somebody is doing it, then that might be the wrong answer. So the first question that you must ask is that, what will the child get out of this? What will the child get out of this account? With the 529 college plan, the child is only getting money for college. It could college, books, tuition, books, and all of that. What about the $1 Million Baby account? The child is getting money for college. In the event the child has any major sickness, the child gets money. And it's also leaving a legacy for the child, the family, with the $1 Million Baby account. Number 2 question is that, can I put in any amount I want? In the $1 Million Baby account, yes, because guess what? They give you, there is something called a 7-pay. They give you, depending on how much of the insurance you get, they give you a cap, an amount that you can put in that account a particular year. For 529, you cannot put any money that you want. You have a cap. But the $1 Million Baby, it doesn't have a cap. Okay, number 3, will I lose money to the market if the market falls down? The market goes, into negative, just like it happened in 2008 and 2020. If you have the $1 Million Baby account, you will never lose a dime from this account. But in the 529 college plan, because it participates in the market, yes, you will make money when the market is going up, but you also lose money when the market is going down.
Ladies and gentlemen, just bear with me. Just a pause. Give us 1 minute to rectify this technical situation. We'll be back shortly. Just 1 minute.
Ones who follow you, let your light be their joy. When the tides get rough, stay strong and unite. In the dance of compassion, we're shining so bright. Raise your voice to the heavens, let the music take flight. Together we can conquer, turn darkness into light. So rise up, raise your dreams, give love.
All right. So that number 3, the third question that you want to ask yourself before you decide on which college plan to choose for your child is that, will you lose money when the market goes down or crashes? Yes, you will lose money in a 529 college plan because it participates in the upward and the downward side of the market. Whereas the $1 Million Baby account, you don't lose any money in there because your money is protected. Okay, your money is shielded. Number 4, can the money be withdrawn anytime without penalty? Guess what the answer to that question is?
No.
Why?
Is
It's your own money.
College, yeah.
So why can you take it anytime you want without penalty?
Is it money for college only?
Yes. It is for college only. So if you take it for the 529, if you take it for any other thing except for college, you will pay penalty.
Oh, okay.
But with the $1 Million Baby account, you can go in there, take money out anytime for whatever reason you want without a penalty. As long as you have a cash surrender value, as long as you have money in there. And you know, this account, the beauty of this account is that when you put money in there, although it's a IRS tax code that protects a life insurance, and so this account, $1 Million Baby account, is a life insurance that you can use for college plan. The beauty of it is that you can use it for whatever you want and at any point in time that you have, because the money that you put in there, there's a savings bucket in that account, right? And then out of the savings bucket, IRS says, okay, out of the savings bucket, I want to give you access to this much out of your savings bucket. Because IRS doesn't want, the company doesn't want you to go into bankruptcy. Because if they give you all at that time, you're going to use all, and that account may close. So they said, okay, if you have 10K in your savings, we're going to give you access to this. But you can use it for anything that you want without penalties, as long as you have money in there, right? Number 5, can the accounts be used for lifetime income other than college? Absolutely. For the $1 Million Baby, yes. You can use it for lifetime income the rest of your life. But college, it is only for college. You cannot. Number 6, can the child use the money to buy a house if he gets scholarship? For the $1 Million Baby, yes, because we mentioned earlier, it's not only for college. The child can literally use it for anything, buy their first car, sponsor their wedding, buy their first home, everything that the child wants, anything they can use it for. That is the $1 Million Baby account. But when you go to the 529, you cannot use it for anything. You cannot use it to buy your home. You can take the money for anything other than college, but you're going to pay taxes and penalties on it. But the $1 Million Baby is not like that. Number 7, can it affect the child's chances of getting a scholarship? The $1 Million Baby does not affect the child's chances of getting a scholarship. The 529 may, because it's counted as asset against the child's name. Number 8, can the child use the account to build wealth after college? You can use the $1 Million Baby account to build wealth, continue to build wealth in it after college, but the college funds you cannot. So here, as you can see, we are comparing the benefits of these two accounts. Will the child get a separate money in the event of sickness? In the $1 Million Baby, yes. Depending on the company that we leverage, we can even get critical injury benefits. So the child will get money when the child suffers any critical injury, depending on that company that we go with. But in the 529 college plan, when a child gets sick, any major sickness, you cannot get money out of that. It is for college, remember? Because the tax code 529C says the C is for college only. So you won't. Number 10, will the family get a separate money in the event of death? If, God forbid, this child with the account, the $1 Million Baby account, pass away, God forbid, because one thing that we always pray is that children bury parents. But for any unforeseen circumstances, the child passed away whilst having this account, the family, the money will go to the family. But with the 529, it will not go to the family.
Oh.
Right? Because remember, this is a life insurance. And we talked about the Index Universal Life Insurance. So this is one of the benefits of the Index Universal Life Insurance that we talked about, $1 million baby account that you can utilize this for. Last one, then we are done here. So, comparing different financial accounts, right? We had option 1 where the parent did nothing for their child. We had option 2 where the parent had savings account, just like Isaac said, I had savings account too for my kids, right? I had about, it's funny. I don't know if it's a coincidence, but Isaac, the same amount, $200, is what I allotted for the kids to savings account. $200 coming out every paycheck, right? So we have the option, the second option where the parents had the savings account and certificate of deposit. And then we had a third option where the parents had the 529 college plan. And the last one that had the $1 million baby. So let's try and compare all these financial portfolios and see. So when we look at a savings account or certificate of deposit, number 1, tax-free distribution. The bank doesn't have a tax-free distribution. Why? Because in your savings account and certificate of deposit, the interest that you earn on there at the end of the year, around this time, IRS is going to give you a 1099 INT to report the interest that you made in your bank account and pay taxes on it. So it doesn't have tax-free distribution. What about 401ks and IRAs and all of that? You don't have tax-free. You pay 401k, you pay taxes in the future, right? What about any brokerage like stocks? You pay taxes, it's not tax-free. What about fixed index annuities? Fixed index annuities is also a personal pension plan. If you have a personal pension plan, depending on where the money is coming from to put in the fixed index annuities, if it's coming from a pre-taxed account, then you are going to pay interest. As if it's coming from an already taxed account, you're not going to pay interest. So that is there. What about $1 million baby, which is the IUL, which is also known as Family Bank or Family Miracle? There is tax-free distribution. Every money that you take out of that account is tax-free. Number 2, what about the growth potential? Excuse me. In the bank, the growth potential is very low. Excuse me, guys. In the banks, thank you, TRK. How can you grow money with 0.1 interest rate, right? So the growth potential is very low. 401k, you have a high growth potential, but you also have a high loss potential, right? What about brokerage like stocks? Again, you have a high growth potential in stocks. Fixed index annuities is the same. What about IUL? You also have great growth potential. What about no risk of loss? When we look at your checking and savings account or certificate of deposit, you don't lose money in there unless you go to the ATM to withdraw money from your checking account or you swipe that ATM debit card. You don't lose money in there, right? What about 401k? You lose money in there, right? It goes up and it comes down. It goes up and it comes down. What about stocks? It's the same. I have a little bit of stocks. I go in there every now and then. The last time I went in there was about last 3 days. The money is going down, right? But the funny thing, TRK, is that did you know that if the market is going down, the percentage at which it goes down, if you want to make the same money at where you are before it went down, the market always doesn't come up the same percentage that it went down. No. I don't know if this is clear. So what I'm trying to say is that, let's say you have about 50,000, 50K in your traditional account like the 401k or stocks, right? And let's say the money, the market goes down, so you lose about $20,000 in there. When in order for you to come up to the 50K that you have in there with the market must be making at least 100%. But no market in no record has made 100% ever before. This is something that we really have to think about, right? So again, in a 401k, there is a chance of loss. What about stocks? It's the same thing. Your fixed index annuities is one of those accounts that you will never lose money in there to the downward side of the stocks. What about the index universal life insurance, or in this case, the $1 million baby account? You will never lose money in there. Let's talk about flexibility and easy access to money. In your checking account, you don't need any police report or affidavit to access your checking account or savings account. But in your 401k, can you just go to your HR and say, hey, I want some money out of my 401k without reaching the age of 59 and a half? You may be able to, but you incur penalties and taxes. But let's look at others. What about your stocks? You can access the money in your stocks anytime you want. What about fixed index annuities? Fixed index annuities is for a period, it's contractual. You get it for maybe 10 years, 15 years. So if that time hasn't lapsed and you go in there to take money, you can incur penalties, right? What about your index universal life insurance, aka high cash value life insurance, or the $1 million baby account? You can go in there, guys, at any time, any point in time in life, when any life situation hits you, you can go in there with no strings attached. You will not pay no penalties or taxes. Very, very, very important, guys. We have options for college plans for our kids. What about chronic, or what about principal protection? In your checking account, the money that you put in there, or savings, it's protected. 401k is not protected because it's in the market. Your stocks, because in the market, it's not protected. Your fixed index annuities, which is your personal pension plan that you set for yourself, is protected. And of course, index universal life insurance, aka high cash value, or $1 million baby account, is also protected. The next one, the number one cause of poverty and bankruptcy in America, which is critical and chronic illness.
Oleb said, can you please repeat the high something account? High cash value?
High cash value. Yeah. Olebs, the high cash value life insurance is the same as the index universal life insurance, if you have some, okay? That is the family miracle. That is the $1 million baby account that we are talking about. So the high cash value life insurance. We're calling it high cash value life insurance because depending on how much money you put in, that will determine how much money you have access to. That's why we call high cash value life insurance. We say the best index universal life insurance is a max fund. Because guess what? If you don't put enough money, if let's say your savings account, you put about $100 in your savings account every month. 2 years later, you want to go in there and take $15,000 out of that account. Is that going to be possible? It won't be possible. But if you put about $1,000 in there every month, and you go in there about a year later and you say you want to take $5,000 out of that savings account, you can't because you max fund it. So it's high cash value because it has the potential of growing your money for you, okay? So again, we're talking about critical and chronic illness, which is number one cause of poverty and bankruptcy in America. If you have your checking account or savings account, will that money in there be able to survive you and your family in the event of chronic and critical illness? You can get money out of your checking account and savings account, but it's going to be depleted. It will not be enough. What about your 401k? So see, when I think about this, right, you are working and the employer says that, yes, contribute for your retirement. So they give you this 401k and you contribute in it. But when you are critically or chronically ill, you cannot go and take money out of it unless you are 59 and a half. Or the amount of taxes you're going to pay on it, you will not even be encouraged to take money out of that. So if you are chronically or critically ill, you know I have money in my 401k. But do I really want to incur these taxes? Because by the time you realize, and depending on that time when you are going to take money, because taxes, the best tax bracket you can ever be is right now. So 10 years later, that same tax bracket is not going to be anymore.
The same, yeah.
If you are getting deducted about 10% when you go in there to take money right now, not reaching 59 and a half, 10 years later, it's going to be higher.
Okay.
So you will see that you have money in there, but you cannot access it yet. What about your brokerage stocks? Your stocks, so you can go in there, but is it going to be enough? Look at the market going up and down. Can you rely on it to say that you are using it to take care of you having chronic or critical illness? No. What about your fixed index annuities? Again, if you get it for about 10 years, 15 years, and the time hasn't lapsed, you incur penalties. But did you know, if you leverage the right type of life insurance with living benefits, in this case, the IUL, you can leverage it. You can get money out of there in the event of any critical and chronic illness. Yes, that is possible because it has that rider. It has that benefit in this account where you can leverage when you get sick. What about legacy building? We are almost done. One more and we are almost done. Legacy building, can you use your checking account and savings account to build legacy? No. Why? Because the interest that you are earning in there is insignificant. How can you build legacy with an account where it takes about 24 years to double? As in the rule of 72. You can't build legacy that way. It is good account to have for emergency purposes, but you cannot use it to build legacy. What about 401ks? If you are in the military, you're talking about TSPs. If you work in the health sector, we're talking about 403bs. You cannot build legacy with those, right? Because it participates in the market. When the market is going up, you make money. When the market is going down, you lose money. So legacy is not built that way.
You said no, you have to transfer it to annuity income.
Absolutely, Olebs, yes. If you are able to roll over your 401k or IRA into your annuities, yes, then you can use that to build legacy because the money in there is protected and you stand the chance of not losing money. You don't lose a penny out of your fixed index annuities. So yes, absolutely. And then what about your index universal life insurance? In this case, the $1 Million Baby, which is one of the benefits of index universal life insurance. You build legacy from generation to generation with that because the child is going to grow to benefit from it. And then when the child grows older and older in old age and pass away, the child is leaving a legacy. So you will be in compliance with Proverbs chapter, was it 3 or 322, that says that a good man leaves inheritance for their children's children. The last, probate avoidance. Guys, if you're on this call with me, what do you know about the probate court system in America? Did you know that in America, depending on where your money is when you pass away, that money cannot be yours anymore? Did you know that? But when you have checking accounts, so this is what happened, right? When one passes away, there are certain accounts that are frozen, and there are some that the federal government, creditors, don't have access to. If you don't have a trust, your checking account, savings account, certificate of deposit, it's frozen. It's going through the probate. What about your 401k that you are using for retirement? There is money in there, but it's going to get frozen. What about your stocks? Maybe you have about 1 million in your stocks. It's going to get frozen. What about your fixed index annuities, which is your personal pension plan? That's creditors, the federal government, nobody has access to it. And then when we're talking about your $1 Million Baby account that you set up for your child, when the child grows up in old age and passes away, nobody can touch it either. That is why they use it to build. That is why the Rockefellers are Rockefelling, the Trumps are Trumping, the Elon Musk are masking,
The TRKs are
and the TRKs are going to be TRKing.
why are you leaving my name?
The TRKs are going to be TRKing.
Okay.
You see that? So these are the different accounts that you can build for your child, or college accounts that you can get for your child. But if you stuck here with us, you will see that these different accounts have their various benefits and how you can leverage them. So if I am a parent and knowing this information, I want to leverage a college account for my child. The focus will not only be on college, because why? I want my child to qualify for financial aid. I want my child also to get scholarship. I want my child to be able to use that college plan for anything and everything that they want to, if they don't want to go to college. I want my child to be able to use this money in any of the 50 states of America that they want. But depending on the financial portfolio that you leverage as college plan for your child, you may not be able to do all these. But with $1 million baby account, that gives you the opportunity to leverage all these benefits that I talked about. So imagine, TRK, because we have something, a celebration in America, and I think now it's even worldwide, called Sweet 16. So I heard Isaac saying that, if, with the $1 million baby account, if he wants to, kind of get a little Sweet 16 celebration for the child, they can go in there. And absolutely, yes. But imagine, at the Sweet 16 birthday celebration, you tell your child, my child, I don't have any gift for you, but this is what Daddy and I have established for you. We are setting up this foundation. We are setting up this foundation for you so that when you grow up, you will not have to live the same life that we lived when we were growing up. I'm setting up this for you. That will be the greatest present. And guess what? When you set this account for your child, you are the owner of this account. You are the owner. And so let's say that the child grows up. Normally, if I have $1 million baby account for my child, I will not give it to my child until about maybe 30 years old. Because if you give them at a younger age, they will be irresponsible.
Until I realize that he or she becomes responsible.
Exactly.
Yeah. And not extravagant.
Absolutely. So guess what? Let's say right when about 30 years, you are ready to hand this account over to the child. And the child says, Mommy, Daddy, you know what? I appreciate your thoughts. God bless you for setting up this account. But guess what? I just had this multi-million-dollar contract. And so I don't need that account that you set up for me. I appreciate it, though. Guess who owes the account?
You.
You, the parent. That is an additional retirement income that is added to your retirement. You see that?
We got it.
So, in the nutshell, this is $1 million baby account. And it's one of the benefits of the fourth type of life insurance we talked about, which is the Index Universal Life Insurance. So I will pause here for questions or comments. If Isaac has anything that you want to comment, then you can do that. One more thing. Right?
Be quick, and Isaac.
Yeah, I'm going to be very, very quick. Some of the uses of the 529 college plan that a little snapshot that I put here. It's used for paying tuitions, college tuitions, off-campus housing, food and meal plans, textbooks, your laptops, software, everything. As you can see, all the uses of the 529 college plan is all for college, everything about college. So the other benefits, what we talked about in the previous slides, here, it doesn't have it. But the $1 million baby account provides you more than just college. All right.
Thank you very much, Bernice. Thank you so much. Isaac, over to you.
Yes, sir. All right. I just want to say something briefly, and then you take it away. So, if you take a look at this, the first thing that you have to understand is when it comes to the $1 million bill, which is the tax code Internal Revenue Code 772 subsection A, it's just a tax code that you have to understand. Now, it's as Benny said, it's an insurance product that you have to know how it is. Welcome in, Joyce. So it's an insurance account, but number one thing is that you have to make sure that it is designed properly. Garvin, thank you for coming in. So it has to be designed properly. If it is not designed properly, then you're going to be in trouble. So that is why you need someone that knows what they are doing. They have been in the industry for long. They understand it, and they'll be able to what? Design the account for you. Now, one of the biggest things is that the child even have to qualify for the account. If I show you how many kids do not qualify for that account, it will blow your mind. Now, in America, everything that is quality, you have to qualify for it. Let me ask a question. When you go open up a savings account for your child, does the child have to qualify for the savings account? No. If you want to go and put the money at the backyard, open up a small box and put the money in there, there is no qualification. If you want to go and do 529 plan, there is no qualification. If you want to set up a 401k, 403b, TSP, there is no qualification. When they need your money, you don't have to qualify. Let me say that again. Maybe you didn't understand it. When they need your money, there is no qualification.
I can't
But
think
when
you have
you-
to be a pastor.
So when they need your money, no qualification. We will give it to you for free of charge. But when you need their money, you have to qualify. Let me give you a typical example. There are two things that you can do. You can either be homeless or you live in a house or apartment. TRK, which one do you want to do? Do you want to be homeless or live in a house?
Baby, I said, man, I busy. Reverend Father who wanted to baptize this old lady said that, do you reject the Satan, the enemy, and all his works? And there was this gentleman who lived with this old lady. His name is Obonsam, and in Ghana, Obonsam is Satan. So I say, and I po Obonsam na nunjume na my man say, wo father, and I'm po Obonsam na mezibe. So po Obonsam na wezibe na because Obonsam used to supply him her with everything that she needs. Until you want me to be homeless and sleep where?
Yes. So we have kids, we cannot be homeless. So definitely. But let me ask a question. Do you have to qualify to buy the house? Yes. Because it is a quality way of life. Quality way of life. You can either drive or you can walk to work. The quality of that option is driving, having your own car. But do you have to qualify to buy the car? It is a quality way of life. Quality way of life. Every quality way of life requires you to qualify. Just let that sink in a little bit. That's what I'm talking about Americans. We don't think. Thinking is not part of us. Take a look at all the accounts that we have. Our savings, our checking, our 401k, IRAs, Roth IRAs, stocks, Bitcoin, crypto. All these accounts, which one of them did we qualify to get it?
None.
There was no qualification. It was just given to us. The word quality comes with the word qualify. Everything that is quality in America, you have to qualify for it. So just go sit down and then think about the account that you have and see which one of them is a quality account. Now, so the children, even the children themselves, they have to qualify. I have so many kids that are putting in application for them, they got declined because the child has what? It was so funny that last week I learned something, that there is a disease that is called Kawasaki disease. Kawasaki disease. A child has a Kawasaki disease when the child was, I think, about 8 years. And now the parent want to get this index universal life account for the child, and the child cannot qualify. And I was telling the parent, imagine when the child was born at the age of 1 year or 2 years or even 15 days, you set up this account for the child. Would you have to go through this process again? Would you have to go through this?
Even if you had told her earlier, they wouldn't have done it.
They wouldn't have done it. That is where the problem comes in. They wouldn't do it. I also realized that there is a disease that is called Steve Johnson syndrome. It's just a rash that comes on the child's body. The child got that. The child does not qualify for that account. I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Children have what? As sickle cell, they have ADHD. All these things, the child will not qualify. But still, somebody will sit down and say, oh, it's a scam, I don't like it. No, it's not that you don't like it. Maybe your child cannot even qualify for it. You see what it is? So, but the last thing that I would say, TRK, to bring it to an end, is that why is it important that when I have a child, I have to set up insurance account for them. And I have to set up a cash value life insurance because take a look at it. If you want to go and buy a house, the moment you buy the house, when you're going through the process, there is something that is called homeowners insurance, right? You have to put homeowners insurance on the house in America or Canada. I don't know about UK and other places. If you go to the dealership to go and buy a car, the moment you buy the car, you cannot get the car key if you don't have insurance on the car. You see what life is. But take a look at see something. Bernice, you're going to what is the name? The wealthy veteran will get pregnant. Will get pregnant for what? 9 months. Getting pregnant for 9 months with all the difficulties and other things that you're going to go through, you're going to go to the hospital to go and deliver the baby. When you are delivering the baby, what is required after getting the baby to bring the baby back home? The only thing that is required to bring that baby back home is what? It's a car seat. The only thing that is required for you to bring the baby back home is what? It's a car seat. Let me say that again. When you buy a car, you require insurance to bring the car home. When you buy a house, you require insurance to live in the house. Even in an apartment, you require what is called renters what? Renters insurance to be able to what? To be able to live in an apartment. When you go to Best Buy to go and buy what? Buy a mobile phone or a laptop, you have to put insurance on it. But take a look at all these items that I mentioned: the car, the mobile phone, the microwave, the house. If you put them side by side and you put your child, so all these items versus your child, if I ask you to pick one of them, TRK, is it your car or your child? Which one are you going to choose?
Come again, please.
If I have to put side by side your house, your car, your mobile phone, and then the laptop, and then versus your child, and I ask you to pick one of them, which one do you love, your car or your child?
Of course, my child.
Okay, so if you can open your mouth and say, I love my child, I love my kids, why then is it that we can put insurance on the house?
Just go ahead.
Okay, so why then is it that we can put insurance on the house and the car and the mobile phone? You go to some houses, even the microwave in the house has insurance. But the children in the house, they have no insurance. The children in the house, none of them have insurance. So these are some of the things that we talk about in the community. Children are getting diagnosed with so many diseases, brain damage, they go to school, they are getting sick, they are getting so many things. Look at this, life is life. A child can get sick, a child can die. The same way an adult can get sick, the same way what a child can also get sick. So why are we waiting for the child to grow up in their 20s and their 30s and their 40s when they are now battling with what life issues? That is when the child is going to get their life insurance. Meanwhile, if we started an account for the child when the child is young, by the time the child grows up, so let's say I set up an account for my child, I'm not thinking about the child dying. I'm thinking about life for the child. The child can take the money to buy their first car, take it to what? To buy the down payment for their house, take it for their college, use it for retirement, to start a business, to get married. Anything that the child wants to use that money for, they can use it for. So I'm planning life. I'm not planning death. Because the moment we talk about life insurance to the community, many people are thinking about their child dying. Somebody say, oh, I don't want my child to die. No. If you are thinking about dying, then you will need a death insurance. We are not talking about death. We are talking about life insurance. That is going to put life into your child's life. Mm-hmm. So these are the concepts that we have to understand. These are the concepts that we have to sit down and think deep into life. If I can put insurance on my mobile phone, but I don't have insurance on my child, you are a suspect. You know that you are a suspect?
Of course.
we have to suspect you. If I can put insurance on my microwave and my fridge, but my children have no life insurance, we have to suspect you. It is very sad. It's very sad. It's very, very sad. I'm very serious, bro. Take a look at this. The system is set up in such a way that some of the things are going to be compulsory and mandatory. A car insurance is going to be compulsory. Apartment insurance is compulsory. House insurance is compulsory. Now they leave the rest to you. They leave the rest to you. You, TRK, you have to think about it. So the moment, bless you, the moment you fail to sit down and think, that is when something is going to happen and it's going to be a GoFundMe for you and your family. The moment something is going to happen, because remember, just last week there was a lady in one of the United States, states. I think about 18-year-old girl just passed away. And I can guarantee you that the parents do not have any life insurance for the child. So because of that, they set up a GoFundMe.
Another.
GoFundMe. Meanwhile, you could have just get even 100,000, 50,000, where you're paying like $20, $15. Are you telling me that your child does not even worth $50 of your money? But yet you sit down and tell them, I love you, and then so provide, just taking care of the family does not even mean getting the 2, 3, 4 jobs and working overtime and bringing money back home. That is not what it means. Providing and protecting. That is what it is.
What most of us don't understand the protection.
Yes, the protection is the one that is missing from what in our books. Providing and protecting. There are so many people right now. I don't want to go off topic. So many people right now. The issue that is going on in Ghana with Lumba and other things. That some people go Facebook. People are thinking, "Oh, this person died. He doesn't have a will. There are so many people living in America right now. They don't have a will. They don't have a trust. But they will go off online and then they will go and show off and be talking nonsense. But they themselves have nothing in place. If it happened to them today, they are going to be off GoFundMe. You're going to set up a GoFundMe for them. So this is what the community, we have to think. We have to start thinking deeper into life. What are these people doing that life is getting better for them? What do we need to do different? We are not preaching that everything that you're doing is bad. All the account that you have, I have all of them. I have checking, I have savings, I have CD, I have 401k, I have TSP from the military side, and I have stocks. But you need to be able to understand all these options and how they work. So I just wanted to say that, because the moment we talk about life insurance for children, I just had a meeting today with a lady in Missouri. This lady is 23 years. She talked to the mom that, "Mom, I want to get life insurance." The mom told her that, "You are too young for life insurance."
What?
I was like, are you kidding me? 23 years telling the mom, "Mom, I want to set up a life insurance account."
Where is she from?
The mom said no.
Where is she from?
African American.
My goodness.
The mom just told her, no, don't do that. You're too young. Don't worry about it. Now you want this child to wait all the way until they are 40 years, 50 years. Instead of them where they can get it younger and they're paying $20. Now you're going to wait until they are 40, 50, 60 years. They're going to pay $1,000. You're going to wait until something happened to the child and it's going to be a GoFundMe. You're going to wait until something happened to the child and now they cannot qualify for life insurance again.
Lack of financial education is unspeakable.
Yes.
That is what Allah is saying.
Olives. And you know what I did to that lady? I told her, you need to get licenses to become a financial professional, to go back to your mom to educate your mom. Go to your state and get a license from the state as a licensed financial professional to be able to learn about concept. Then you can sit down with your mom and explain this concept to mom. Mom, the way you guys were doing things from 1939 is not the same again. Things have changed.
Yeah.
So if you are here and you are still doing things the same way as 2039, you are living in the Stone Age. Things have changed, guys. We are living in AI world. This is AI. You got to learn more. So I really wanted to chip that in, because many people, when they talk about life insurance, they think life insurance is only for the adult. Life insurance is only for people that want to die. No, it's not like that. So Benny, thank you very much for coming here and staying unbiased to be able to share the different type of college plan so that everybody will be able to understand it. So I'll pass it back to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Isaac. Thank you, and thank you too for joining us.
Your wealth can help them grow. The drippings of your
If you're not joining us, this is TRK Multimedia. We do lot of programs. And our today's session was about financial education, specifically life insurance, that kind of living benefit, and quote into bracket, $1 million baby. $1 million baby plan and college plan. It is good for all of us. I believe, sir, we've heard a lot from Isaac and Bernice and myself, as well as Olebs. If you are watching, you may be watching us on TikTok, on Facebook, and YouTube. You ask some questions. Probably your questions have been answered. And I believe each and every Sunday you will be available to be part of this education. As I've been telling you, trust me, this year is our year of breakthrough. Those gone were the days where we have to sit down. You know, this kind of education, Bernice, we used to pay money.
Yeah.
We still pay money to
some
go
people
for
still pay money.
this education. We are giving it to you free of charge, doing free application for you. All you need to do is that if you need one, just send me a comment or send me inbox me with "I want some." I'm going to redirect you to these wonderful people so that they can help you, especially if you live in America or Canada. Just call on 210-852-3584 or 210-852-3651, and let's sit you down and explain things to you well. If today happened to be the first time that you are watching us and you've not subscribed to our channel on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook, please be part of this family. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also have sports segment with TRK Multimedia Sports, TRK Multimedia Sports. We have TRK AfroLink Diaspora if you want to know about other businesses that goes on in diaspora, in America, in Canada, in other parts of the world. My name is Ata Bafo Jambra. You can call me the Royal King. Today I was fortunate to be with Bernice Jambra. She's a licensed financial professional, and Isaac Henne. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Isaac Henne. Yeah, so he's also a licensed financial professional based in San Antonio here. If you have any questions, we have Shika, you are welcome. I miss you all. I miss your family. I miss all of you. If you have any question, please do well and send us your question either on Facebook, on YouTube, or on TikTok. We will be here for 5 minutes waiting for your questions, and we will say goodbye to the program. Enjoy the music.
For the ones who follow you, let your life be the joy.
Hey, Shika, me tell one catch. I hope everybody is okay. Bernice, let's go into one-on-one dialogue. Like let's try to summarize the whole thing, not giddy and see how, as we are waiting for the question. Oleb saying and thanks guys. Yo, thank you to you, sister.
This information, you were talking about how some people pay financial advisors, right, to manage their money for them and all that. But here, this information is being given for free.
Yeah.
Right? And there are a lot of people who have financial advisors that we've actually come in contact with and review the financial portfolios that they have. Yeah, they have diversifications in there. But we realize that there is one that they are missing, which is one that their money is protected, number one, and also, an insurance with living benefits. Like I said, gone are the days when we talked about life insurance, and still, believe it or not, people frown and they're like, okay, yeah, tia bread about life insurance, health insurance, tia bread. Or some people also maybe, maybe a normal, like a bitter taste in your mouth about a life
Go ahead.
If they
Hey, Akwaba, correct? How to say? How do you say Akwaba in Ghana? Shika, how do you say Akwaba in Ghana?
Obake.
Obake. Shika, Obake, Akwaba. Do you have any question for us?
No.
Okay, yeah, Chebushafo, Chebushafo, what to say? Okay, so go ahead, buddy.
So I was saying that we had the opportunity to sit down with them, and we realized that every financial portfolio that they had, it's good that they had a financial advisor where they are actually paying. A lot of people don't realize that that if they have financial advisors, it's great. But did you know that you are paying a financial advisor to manage your money for you? And you realize that at the end of the day, if you put all their financial portfolios in the different buckets of growing money. So there are three buckets, right? Different ways of growing money. The first bucket is like, the fixed, where you put the money in there and it doesn't, the growth is insignificant, like your checking, savings accounts, security deposits. Growth never and then we also have the variable. Variable, what does variable mean? It means that it changes, right? You cannot depend on any account that is variable, right? Because you make the money, it goes up and down, it's fluctuating. You make the money when the market goes up, you lose the money when the market goes down also.
Olep saying, any suggestion for teenagers starting college?
Suggestions as far as what,
financial suggestions, yeah. Exactly.
Can you please throw more light?
I think that is what you want to talk about.
What
Maybe
suggestions are you
in terms of life insurance or.
Okay, so financially, because the child is starting college or less and hasn't started work yet, if you are the provider, say, if he's filing for financial aid and FAFSA and all of that, hopefully the child is able to get all those financial aid. What we are called FAFSA.org, and look into it and see if the child can get qualified for financial aid or Pell Grants or anything like that. When I went through college, I used Pell Grant. As long as you have full-time, I think, in college, FAFSA, you're getting money to pay for your college as well. So those are different ways that the child can get some tuition or funds for college. She doesn't qualify because of my income. Okay, so she doesn't see, that's they're saying that you're making the big bucks, Olebs. That's why it doesn't count. See, so these are some of the reasons why we are.
Let me acknowledge this person, Monarch Dakwa. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Monarch Dakwa. Yeah, Monarch Dakwa is one of the biggest, influencers in Ghana. Monarch, you are welcome. Thank you for joining. All right, go ahead.
All right. So, Olebs, it's quite unfortunate that your child doesn't qualify because of your income. And if you were here all throughout our presentation, where we talked about the fact that you working hard and paying taxes, your taxes is used to fund another child's college through FAFSA and Pell Grants or anything like that. But you, the taxpayer, your child doesn't qualify for it. You see that? That is why we are creating the awareness out there that, hey, you can get a savings account for your child's college, you can get a 529, but those are all, including the parents' income, are going to be used against the child and not qualify for financial aid. And so
I heard that part and it makes me mad.
I know. So if you have friends out there that have kids and they, young kids,
and they qualify.
Yes, advise them that, hey, if you plan on earning, huge income in the years to come, you're going to be the same boat as me, where the taxes that we are paying, our children are not going to qualify for financial aid. So this is another option where you can set up $1 million baby account for your child, and then so that although they have that, they can still qualify for financial aid. You know that? So it's unfortunate, and I'm sorry to hear that, Olebs, but at this point, you know, that means that the child will have to get a student's loan or something like that for college. And then once they graduate and start working, then they have to settle their college. And
Olebs, I think one way or the other, all of us have to be advocates, you know, for this particular
Absolutely.
good news.
Yes.
Because not everybody has this education, this idea.
not everybody can also
yeah,
log on to TikTok,
log on to
or
TikTok and
love
stuff.
TikTok, but
So we need to use the opportunity that we have to advocate for this. Trust me, Jesus says something to the disciples: go into the world and preach the gospel. If you've had, he also said that when you light a light,
yeah, and then you put it under
under
something.
the yes,
it will
under
not
the table,
shine.
it will not shine. So let be on top of the table and let's shine so that the world will know. Only if, I mean, just like you said,
Yeah, it
Bernice,
is better to
most people are called, but few are what
chosen.
So we can preach to multitude of people. Those who accept it, it's like the gospel of God.
Yeah.
If you preach it, only few people will accept it.
But what we are trying to prevent, and God help us to be able to do that, is we are trying to prevent the had I known.
Had I known, yeah.
You see, because normally had I known comes when there's nothing else you can do about it. Guys, the had I known comes when you can do nothing about it. And that's what we are trying to continuously create the awareness so that everybody know about, yes, it's good. Those parents out there that have something set up for their child, it is good. But do you know my current situation? Do you know the terms and conditions of that financial portfolio, what you are using as college plan for your child? It's very good. And sometimes, so you know what? They will give you this bunch of, sheets to read. These are our terms and conditions. How many people have the time? See, okay? Let's say you go to the bank. You set up a bank account. They give you this packet. It's like this thick. And they tell you this.
Sign down here.
Down the bottom
Sign
there.
down here.
You don't know. You will not get a time to read all.
Verbatim.
Verbatim. Even if you take the packet home and you said you are going to take your time to read it,
you are welcome.
you cannot read everything in there. So you don't know your terms and conditions in there. Right? So you go with it anyway because you, being a caring parent, you want to set something up for your child. Right? So you go with it because that's what you've heard. They will set that for you, but how deep do they dive in the terms and the conditions of that particular account? You see that? But if you have a licensed financial professional, number one, who provides the information for free, number two, who also dive deeply into, for you to know the benefits, the pros and cons of all these accounts or financial portfolios so you can make an informed choice. I think you have to leverage that and take advantage of it. Because it'll be very saddening that you have a particular financial portfolio for your child to grow for college. But then when the time comes, that's another thing. When the time comes for you to take the money to pay for the child college, guess what? Something happens. There's a market crash. Or the market has fallen down to the point where you've lost about 80 or 90% of the money that you were saving for your child college. What is the child going to do?
God forbid.
You know that? Mind you, they will not qualify for financial aid. But then all they have left.
Also lost a lot.
You've lost a lot. All they have left is go for a loan and start life just as we did.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Thank you, Olebs, for your questions. And unfortunately, but hey, it's a blessing too. You have good jobs. So we thank God for that. But Oleps, I believe Oleps is saying in her head that had I known, I should have done it. You know, if I had known it earlier, I would have done the $1 million account for my girl. Yeah.
Hard times
So
they'll
please,
find
if
friends.
you want to know more, or if you need help about setting up a $1 million baby account for your child, where the child can use it for anything at all they want in life, and have access to the money at any point in time, or if the child grows up and decide not to take the account when you hand it over to them, that becomes an additional income for you for your retirement. Please put a comment in the comment section and say that I want to know more or I want some. I will get with you, sit you down, and make sure you fully understand it. Because guess what? I don't even know.
Not this comment section, because the moment you close the live, it's gone. So just
okay.
send her, follow her, and follow me, and send us or inbox us that you want to know more. That will be easier.
Okay, yes, please. If you want to know more, you can follow me, The Wealthy Veteran, and then we can share some information and then meet. You can also follow TRK Multimedia, the only multimedia in San Antonio, the one and only. If you want great financial education like this, if you want sports, if you want anything that is going on in the diaspora, businesses, you cannot get it anywhere. There's only one place, and that is TRK Multimedia. If you go to YouTube, it's TRK Multimedia, Facebook, TRK Multimedia, and then TikTok is TRK Multimedia. If you go to YouTube, there is TRK Multimedia Sports, where you get authentic, undiluted sports analysis and commentary.
Undiluted. I love that. In fact, why am I signing up for the So all I have to say is that bye-bye for now and enjoy the rest of your week. God bless you for joining, and God bless you for everything, your questions. Olep, God bless you. Shika, God bless you. Abby, bless all of you, you know. And my biggest surprise for today was the man Monarch Dakwa, who joined us, because he, you know, I've been following him. He's one of the biggest, you know, influencers in Ghana. Monarch, thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. And all those who came, thank you all, and God bless you. Benis, thank you too. Yeah, I thank you for your time.
Compassion, shining.
Until we meet another time, the same time next week, we say enjoy the rest of your cold weather.
Together we can conquer, turn darkness into light.